Okay, so as everyone's going to start popping in here, we're going to start moving our way through. If anybody has any questions, just put them in the chat as always, and then we can kind of work our th way through on the backside. And then we'll kind of touch on those Chrome extension things that we talked about just a few minutes ago. So let me share my screen here, and we can begin with the Dubb growth cycle, which is something that we always want to check out because it's one of the ways that you can really understand the tech in terms of what's being said, what part of the sales cycle you're in, all that kind of good stuff, which really makes a really big difference. So let me share my screen here. And here we go. This out of the way. All right. So when we look at the growth cycle here, the Dubb growth cycle, there are stages in here where the tech makes sense in terms of what you're trying to get done. So we've got our prospecting, we have our nurturing, we have our closing, we have our client comm, our content mining, and our lead gen. From a prospecting perspective, that one-to-one video email is kind of like the old classic that doesn't get old because it works really well. You're reaching out to introduce yourself to someone, put a face to the name, and that one-to-one video email is so effective in terms of the click-throughs and people seeing your page. And there's a couple different styles that work really well when you do that we'll show in a little bit. And then it's all about getting, that CTA, that's your booking link, if that's what you want them to do, and that's what that's about. In terms of our nurturing portion of this, screen videos are fantastic. Chrome extension is great for that. Whether you're sharing an article of value, you're checking out someone's site, anything browser-based that you want to share with value, the Chrome extension is great for the nurturing aspect. And then closing, document walkthroughs, contracts, PDFs, slideshows. The desktop app is amazing for that. Kind of hovers over your whole desktop and can record what you want to record. It's very nuanced and really helps with bringing everything into that final 1 yard line. And then the client communication, once you have someone, you close them, and that's that client communication back and forth. Obviously, videos are fantastic for retention and understanding key points. Content mining, when it comes to getting testimonials and case studies and reviews. Reply with video is a really great button that we talk a lot in Dubb to get video testimonials. You can also record a video asking someone to leave reviews, which we'll talk about that as well. And then from a lead generation perspective, you're out there on social media, you're making your content like we all need to do. And it's all about having a link below in the pinned comments so someone can go to a landing page, get them out of the the wild woods out there in social media and get them on a page where you can have them actually do something. So when you look at the growth cycle here, it's all about applying the right technology to the different parts of the growth cycle. And that's really what this is. So when we think about Dubb in general, when we think about Dubb and we're logged into our Dubb account, and it takes us to our homepage area here, we want to think about when we record a video with Dubb and we send it. It's that nice animated GIF, that repeating 3-second loop of the beginning of the video. So it's not just a link. So we want to think about what do these things look like. So there are two specific styles that have worked really well over the years for people when it comes to the prospecting part of the growth cycle. You're reaching out. This here was recorded on the Dubb main recorder, website recorder, webcam. And all I did was use the virtual background, just dropped an image behind me, did a little movement, little wave, little smile. And the reasons for the background is so Sarah has some context. She knows that this video is obviously going to be about her. And the reason I did a little smile and a little wave is just to bring a little bit of life to it. Instead of being still and boring, this makes it a little bit more engaging because it's all about getting someone to see this, click on it, and they're going to be brought to this customized landing page where they can get more videos, they can book a time, all kinds of stuff you can do. But it's all about getting someone from there to there. And there's another style that works really well when you're recording on your webcam, which is this one, where you can actually hold up your phone and do a little whiteboard action there. What I used there was a Dubb mobile app. There's a little button on there that's a whiteboard. And I just have her Sarah's name here, which works really good over the years. It's totally business, industry agnostic. Names always work well. It could be something short and punchy. If you're in loans, hey, Sarah, I need a loan. So you can do a short sentence. You can't write a huge, you can't write a block of text. Plus, it'll be way too tough to read. And again, I'm bringing it up into camera. So there is motion to the GIF, which is important. So if you wanted to replicate either one of those styles, you can come back here in the dashboard, click the red camera icon at the top. That's going to open it up here. Here you are on the webcam. And you can scroll right down here at the bottom, click virtual background. Then it's going to take you to your photos. And you can just upload into this area any screenshots that you have. Typically over the years, what's worked well is people's profiles, like you just saw. It could also be a company's website page where you're on there and saying, hey, this is Rob. Listen, I saw your Who We Are section. I really connected with A, B, C, and D, or anything on a company's site. Could be their services, their packages, whatever it is, where you can really highlight to them what this video is going to be about. You can also do article shares. That's a big part of using this, stuff like this. Hey, I wanted to send you this quick article. Hey, I'm not sure if you saw this. And again, they have context because they can see the title of the article and know what the video is probably going to be about. If you're in real estate, properties, obviously, it's one of the easiest things you can do, throw a property behind you. Hey, I saw you were checking out this townhome here. Want to send you a little quick video about that. So it's all about context. Now, the other style that you can do that you saw with the phone, right, holding up the phone, is if I'm recording on the webcam here, I'm going to grab the Dubb mobile app, and there's a little button at the top, a little whiteboard button, where you grab it here. Here's the home area of the mobile app, and it's right up here at the top. This little button right there. We see the person in the line, so you can tap that right there, and then let me get this out of the way. Tap it here, and then you have an area to type. And that's all I did before, was just type the person's name. So again, names work really well, but you could also do, a quick little sentence like we talked about. But it's all about something like this. Little lean in, a little wave, a little point. Maybe you come out from behind it. Something creative where it's not just back here, tougher to read, no movement. And those have been the two styles over the years that when you're recording on the basic webcam recorder that have worked well in terms of people's interest and actually clicking to get to the landing page. Now, on this basic recorder here and across all of our tech, we have a teleprompter right up here at the top. So if you click in here, you can go right to scripting if you want to write a new script, or you can choose from scripts that you already have saved. So I'm going to pull up my test script here. It's going to drop down. Teleprompter wise, these are really good in terms of if you're trying to say something in a very succinct, specific way, whether you have percentages or phrasing, or whatever it is, why not just have it in front of you? That way you don't have to memorize it, waste a lot of time with takes. It's right there. Also, if you don't want to write an exact script, you could just bullet point stuff, but you've just got to be careful of, if you're not disciplined, to not go down a rabbit hole and then you're trying to make a 30-second video and it balloons out over a minute really easily. So if you are controlled with that, then the list is no problem. But why not just write something for you right here? Just read it through. The key with the teleprompter is you want to read it through a couple times just so you know what's coming. If you try to, throw it in there, even though you've written the script, if you forget where it's at and you're kind of delivering it, you might not deliver it with the right tonality and pacing that you want. So just give it a little read through first. From the physicality of it, probably about arm's distance away, you're going to let the words flow up into the horizon line. You're going to keep your eyes at the top, let the words meet you there. And then this is the speed. Mine's 174. You can hit the play button to see, if you want to slow it, make it slower or faster, you can adjust that up or down. You can also back the text off, and you can also zoom it in. When I hit record, I have the ability to not only deliver this, the script as I'm reading it, but as I'm delivering it, I have the ability to hit the pause button down at the bottom if I want to take a break, and then I can hit resume, and if I want to keep going and keep recording. If I want to delete this video completely, I can hit the red X down here at the bottom. It'll always ask you, are you sure? And then if you do want to save this into the Dubb platform, you can hit the blue check mark, and it will save it into Dubb. So those are the little menu options there. If you want to close the teleprompter, tap it right there, and it's closed. So when you think about putting a face to the name, basic website recorder, right here in the webcam within the Dubb website, you have the teleprompter option. You can do hold up the phone. You can have the virtual background. A lot of different ways in terms of really making that first initial contact and impression. As far as the nurturing aspect, screen recorders are great for this that we saw on the growth cycle. So whether you are sharing a browser-based article like a website, or maybe you're reaching out to someone on LinkedIn, the Chrome extension is great for both of those examples. And the Chrome extension lives right up here at the top. Now, the reason I have two up here is because I've got the old Chrome extension and the new Chrome extension. So we're launching a new Chrome extension. It could happen later today, but it's definitely, I think, going to happen this week. So I'll just show you the differences between the two, so just so you can kind of see it. So the old Chrome extension that we would use, remember, we're down here. Remember how we couldn't move the bubble? We'd have to hit record first because we'd have to hit record if I wanted to move myself around, right? That's the way the old Chrome extension would function. You'd have to take yourself here, put yourself wherever you wanted to go, and that would be the last place that you'd be left when you reopen it. Now you're over there. With the new Chrome extension, when you open this up, you have the ability to, let me open it up here, move yourself before. You can, just like the desktop app that I'll show you guys in a little bit, you can move yourself around without having to hit record. I can also change my shapes all right here within the bubble. In the old Chrome, you had to do it off to the side. The little shapes are right down here. So I can go to square, rectangle. I have a little phone shaped one now that I can do. So you have a lot of options here. I also can pop to full screen just by clicking this button. That'll make myself full screen. I can change the size right there. So all within here is the new part of the Chrome that's similar to the desktop app in terms of that functionality. Now we have our options over here to the right. So it's little tab options. I can do my whole screen. If I click screen here, I have the ability to get my entire screen. So if I want to jump from tab to tab, like if I have my tabs organized, I could begin on this web page, but then I could end up on another one and the recording will follow me over. If I want to do just the tab, I would select tab here, and it would be a nice clean cut of this page that I'm on. If I want to use the annotation tool, it's already selected. You can see it right over here. If I want to use the teleprompter, select it here. There's the teleprompter. Now the teleprompter, just like before, you would search for your script, just like this. And then when I find my script, I'm gonna see how it stays sticky. When I was using this earlier, I zoomed my script in and it remembers that. So this is a nice change to it too. I also can manipulate the sides. I can physically move this wherever I want to. And if I want to use the teleprompter with this, and this is similar to what we looked at before, because the Chrome extension is browser-based, you don't want to go full screen on your browser because it will hide this teleprompter tab. You won't be able to get to it. So when you hit record, you want to be able to just tap this thing to bring it forward so you can use it, which is what you want to be able to do. So now the basics of when you use this thing doesn't change. So if I just close this, right? And this is the page that I want to share with someone, this article, I want to think about placement and shape. So on this page here, we have a nice square down here that shows the house. We have a good title up here at the top. So we want to think about that animated GIF. What's someone going to see when they get the video? So we're going to open up the Chrome extension and I'm going to say, you know what? I definitely want to be a square. So I'm already a square. I changed the shape. Cool. Now I want to put myself in a good spot. So I'm going to put myself right down here so it looks like I'm part of the article. I'm lined up with the line across here. So I could say, hey, this is Rob. I want to send you this article. The repeating GIF will be a smile and a point, and it looks like you're part of the page. So you want to think about shape and placement. Now, if I was over here on LinkedIn, completely different. I can click and open up the Chrome extension here. I don't want to be a square because Ruben is a circle. So I'm going to change myself to a circle, and I'm right next to him right here, which is really good for placement. So when I hit record, this is how this would look. My shape is good. I'm going to hit record right over here to the right, start recording. Here we go. And let me see, make sure my tab. Okay, I'm current tab, hit recording, choose my tab, right? That's the tab that I want. Hit share, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I saw your profile over here on LinkedIn, and I wanted to send you this quick video because I noticed some really cool stuff within your profile that I thought was really, really interesting. So all I did there was mindful of the GIF, did a little wave, a little point, one of those. And then when you hover your mouse over here and you see that little button right there, now I'm able to jump to full screen. So, and then if I want to go back, I go down to the menu bar, down the bottom, right here, and turn it off. So when you want to make points about something, why not get dynamic, go to full screen, make your points about what you want to make your points about, and then go right back to the page here. You also have the ability to physically move around. I can hit the pause button down here at the menu bar, down here at the bottom. I can hit pause, stop the recording, hit resume. I also have the ability to obviously use our annotation tool, which is really great. You can do arrows, you can do underlining, you can do numbering on the page, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do text. And all of this stuff that I'm doing right now will stay sticky where it is. So if I scroll, it's going to stay right there. And if I want to clear the annotations, little down the bottom, little trash can. So these are really great. When you think about reaching out on LinkedIn or you think about sharing a website with someone, why not be on the page with the story, being able to go from here to make points and going back to there and use the annotation tool. So this is a very dynamic way to reach out when you're sharing websites. And that's the Chrome. This is the new version of the Chrome. So I'm going to hit the save button down here on the bottom of the menu bar. It's going to save it into Dubb. Now, again, new Chrome should show up this week. So you'll see the differences in here. And if you need to watch this recording, we always post this to our YouTube channel towards the end of the day. So you'll be able to watch this back if needed. Now, let's check out the desktop app. So the desktop app is right here at the top, little D symbol here. We've got a lot of options within here. We can do screen recording, webcam stuff. I want to show you the difference between the screen recorder you just saw and the desktop app. So I'm going to click record screen. And now we got some similarities here. We have our teleprompter at the top, right? We have our annotation tool over here, similar to the Chrome. We have our little bubble, which is very similar to the Chrome now. The Chrome is actually similar to the desktop now because you have the same positioning of all the shapes. You can go to full screen. The only difference within here that you saw with the Chrome and with the desktop right now for the bubble is I have a virtual background behind me. The reason I have the virtual background is because within the desktop app, you can record a webcam video. So I just added the virtual background. I can take it off if I want to, but I have it on. I also have these little controls inside the bubble that the Chrome does not have. I can zoom myself in if I want to get really dramatic, or if I don't like my background. And I can also physically move myself up, down, side to side, whatever I want to do, right from within here. I also can change the size just by grabbing the edge, bigger, smaller, one of those, and obviously can move myself around just like the Chrome now. Now, differences that are really important. So down here, there's a red slash through this down here at the bottom. If I was to hit record right now with the red line through it over here, I would be getting my entire desktop screen. So the whole thing I'd be recording. But if I uncheck the red slash now, and I go to the drop-down menu, I have all kinds of options for the border of what I'm recording. Right now it's on 16 by 9, so good YouTube shape. And I can physically move this thing wherever I want to move it. If I want to change this to portrait, 9 by 16, this means I could do a social video that's vertical. So I could just crunch my internet browser, throw this over the top of it, and now I'm making a vertical video for YouTube Reels, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok, whatever you want in this format. I can also do custom. So when I select custom, I have the ability to crop around anything that I want to crop around, whether it's a PDF, whether it's a slide, Canvas slide, maybe it's a certain part of a website that I want to get. So you have the ability to control what you want to crop around for the background. And when I hit record, here's the major difference as well. So now I'm recording a video. I can pause and resume this recording just like everything else. But when I hit the check mark, I'm not saving this into Dubb. What's happening is I've just recorded a physical clip. So the desktop app records in clips. The Chrome extension is one video browser-based that you can pause and resume. This is a clip recorder. And it gives me the ability, if I click this button here, to drag and drop a video from my computer. Maybe I want to add one in here. So I'm going to select this video, and now it's going to drop it right in there. And I can physically move these around. I can change the order. I don't have to record chronologically. I can also delete or download each individual clip as well. So if I want to keep recording, I got a couple clips here. What if I want to keep going? So I'm going to click record screen, which is right below here. And then I'm going to come right back here, hit record again. And then what I'm doing is I'm just adding these little movie scenes to my whole movie that I'm making. And then I'm going to hit save. And there's another clip that I've just added. What if I want to change the style? What if I want to do a webcam style video right now? You can totally do that. Go right below here, click webcam record. Now I'm right here, hit record now. And now this could be my opening, or maybe it's my closing, whatever it is. I'm recording it, I'm going to save it. And now I have the ability to move this thing, obviously, into any order that I want. So a lot of flexibility here in terms of what you can do. And then when you're done recording, you're going to hit the done recording button. It's going to merge all of our clips into one video where you can do a quick little edit over here. You can download the final MP4 and you can upload the finished video into Dubb. So when you think Chrome extension, think browser-based, websites, LinkedIn outreach. When you think getting your entire desktop or recording in clips or getting specific things that you can crop around, that's the desktop app. Now, the desktop app, we just added this really cool feature called, probably about 6 months ago now, called Dubb Narrator. So when we were back over here on this website, remember how we clicked the Chrome extension, right? And we're going to be on the screen. We're going to say, hey, listen, I'm going to walk someone through something, right? Well, you can obviously also do that with the desktop app. You can click record screen, choose your border, right? However you want to crop this, whatever you want to be around. But the similarity between using the desktop app and the Chrome when you're recording with the bubble here is that you're live in the bubble. So you're going to be multitasking as you're recording. But what if you don't want to do that? What if you want to use a pre-recorded video inside here instead? That's what Dubb Narrator is. So when you open up the desktop app, there's a little button here called Narrator Video. I can select that here, go into the video library. I'm going to put in narrator. And here's all these narrator videos that I recorded direct to webcam, just use a teleprompter, focused on just delivering the content to the camera. And I'm going to select that here. And now all I have to do is just sit back, relax, and scroll, and I can let the pre-recorded version of me do all the talking, just like this.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to send you this market update so you can make the best decision possible.
So it's all about, do you want to do it live or do you want to use a pre-recorded video? It doesn't even have to be you. It could be any pre-recorded video you want to put in here, which is a pretty awesome option where you can just chill out and not have to multitask. So that's part of the desktop app. Now, the desktop app is obviously a clip recorder, but the original clip recorder is actually the Dubb mobile app. So I'm going to show you what you can do on here now. And again, the desktop app, has so many different nuances that you can do, but the mobile app is just as nuanced. It's just a little bit different of a feel. So let me share my screen here, and this is what this would look like. Okay, there we go. So there's the home screen of the mobile app. Now, to record a video, I'm going to tap the blue camera icon at the bottom. It's going to open up the camera. So here we go. Camera opened up. You're going to immediately see some timers down here. So this you can really choose the length of the video. You can't go beyond 10 minutes. You can do 2, you can do 1. It's defaulted for 1 minute, 30, and 15. The reason we set these up is because if you want some parameters, especially if you're doing an ad, like a 15-second ad you don't want to go over, well, you can set that right there. Here's the record button down at the bottom, this circle down here, the red ring with the white in the middle. I can either tap this or I can hold it and I can release. I'm going to tap, and here's my little countdown I have, 3, 2, 1. And now I'm recording. You can see the timer up here at the top and the timer at the bottom. I'm going to tap it again, and there is the clip that I've just recorded. Now I'm going to hit record again because I want to record 2 clips in here so you can see those. So now I'm recording again. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. There's my second clip. So just like the desktop app, I can physically move these. So I'm going to take my finger, I can hold one for about a second, less than a second, and I can slide them back and forth. So again, the order doesn't matter. You can put it in any order that you want to. I also can delete a clip by tapping the little X down here at the bottom, or I can tap an individual clip and I can delete, trim, and edit. Now, if I click edit, I have the ability to add a whole library of royalty-free music that I can choose from, whatever I want. I can add text overlay. I can do a voiceover. I can physically speed up the action. So a lot of editing options right from within each clip. Now, if I want to flip my camera around, it's going to be this icon right up here to the top. So I'll flip it around, show what's in front of me right there. If I want to use countdown timers, like you just saw, the 3, 2, 1, it's this icon right here. So click this here. I have mine on 3 seconds, but you can do 10 if you want to. If you don't want to do it every time, you can just click none, and there won't be any countdown. The countdown timer does save you, so you don't have to trim the front part of it if you wanted to, because you're ready, and then you can see it, 3, 2, 1. If you want to use a teleprompter, this is that right there. So tap it here. It's going to open up our teleprompter. And just like before, we're going to go to the top, into the white bar at the top. We're going to search for the script that we want. We can do it by name, or we can just kind of scroll through. I'm going to choose this one here. Let's see, I'm going to go, which one do I want? Do that one. Okay, and then here is the speed. So between 1 and 10. So just like the other teleprompters, you're choosing a speed for it to auto scroll. I can hit the minus or the plus to make it up or down. I can hit the play button to see if I like the speed. Okay. And then if I want to edit this script on the fly, I can click the pencil icon, make my changes, close it, and saved. And you have it right here. So when I hit record, again, I'm letting the words flow out of the top line. I'm keeping my eye line at the top, letting the words go up. Now, if you find that you're cheating and your eyes are looking down, like you're not keeping your eyes at the top, but you're trying to check out the words, your script might be going too slow. So you might want to adjust the speed so it's moving up so you're not waiting. But also what you can do is you can move these guardrails up so you can't cheat. You can't see below the top line. So that prevents it right there. If you're having that issue. If you're not having that issue, then you can just leave it right here. Now, if you want to switch this from auto scroll, right, to auto track, you would click the gear icon here, and then it would be auto track. You can switch it to. Now, this is only available on iPhone, so sorry, Android users on this one. But so what you do here is when I hit record, It's going to highlight the words that I'm saying, and it will start scrolling at my speed that I choose. So this is what it would look like. If you're in sales or run a sales team, I've got good news for you. Imagine seeing a 30 to 300% increase in your sales just by sending simple, authentic videos to your prospects. And that's what that would look like. So if you want to use auto scroll or auto track, it's a little gear icon here. Just select whatever one you want. When you're ready to close the teleprompter, tap the X to the top right, and it closes. If you want to add a video down here, like you know the desktop app, how we were able to add a video from our computer, you can add a video from your phone that you might have on your phone to here. All you have to do is tap the little folder icon here. It'll take you to your photo video area, select the video that you want, and it will drop it down here. And then you can move it around to wherever you want to. If you want to record your screen, kind of like when you swipe down your phone, hit record, you can do the same thing here. If you want to have some filters, this is kind of a fun icon. Click this here. If you want to do some skin smoothing right there, maybe you want to go black and white. Maybe you want to do some cool effects with the colors, things like that. You have all these abilities down here. And then if you want to click none, just go back to the beginning, click none. And then all you have to do is tap the icon to close it. If you want to do picture in picture, this is really great. A lot of real estate folks like this one where when you flip your camera around, instead of just having what's in front of you, why not be part of the story and have yourself on the screen? So what you can do is click here, and then when I hit record, I have the ability to be on the screen in front of me and say, hey, check this out right here, or hey, let me come over here and see this. And then I can also physically make myself bigger if I want to, make myself smaller, and you can be part of the story, whatever you're trying to show in front of you. It's been pretty popular so far in terms of uses. You also have the ability to have a virtual background behind you. So when we started the training today and we were on the basic webcam, we had an image behind us. Remember, we had a person's profile, could be a real estate property, could be an article you want to share, company's website. It's all about context. You can do the same thing here. So on your phone, just screenshot someone's profile, background, all the stuff we just talked about, screenshot it on your phone, and then go here to this button down here, click it. And then you have the ability to go to your folder, select the photo that you want, hit record. Hey, I just wanted to send you this quick article. Hey, I know you were checking this out. Hey, I saw your profile over here online. That kind of stuff you can all do from your phone. And then when you're done recording and you want to combine all of these clips into one video, tap the blue icon, blue button to the top right. It will combine them all together. And then you can download one to your phone and you can upload the other one into the Dubb platform. So those are all the different ways to record. You've got a lot of dynamic ways. You have the desktop app, you have the Chrome extension, you have the basic website recorder that we saw in the beginning, and you have the mobile app. Now, once you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to a page that looks just like this. This is our edit page. So anytime you save a video in here, this is where it's going to take you. If we want to see what this video looks like on a landing page, we're just going to come over here to the right, our little preview button, click that here, and there's our video, and here's our customized landing page. We call this in Dubb terms a preset, and it's going to have your branding, so your logo at the top left, an image that you can load behind the video player, playlist videos that are going to play directly after this video that you've recorded. We'll run right into them. The power of the playlist videos are not only more information, but it actually saves your breath. Because if you're reaching out to someone, you don't have to repeat yourself 10,000 times about what it is and what you do. What you can do is record one video one time, 60 to 90 seconds. Ours is a 2-minute explainer, and talk about your services or products and what you do and why someone should go with you. That way, you don't have to repeat yourself when you first reach out. It will just run into that video and they can get all that information, and it saves you a lot of time. And then below here are your buttons, your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do once they're done watching the video? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to view a case study? Do you want them to download a document or a contract? Do you want them to fill out a physical form? Do you want a link to an external form? Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to call or text? Do you want them to call or text only shows up on mobile for the buttons? Do you want them to reply with video over here to the right? Because reply with video is a great button for getting video testimonials. It's one of the big strategies we always recommend. So if I click reply with video here, all I have to do is send a video like this. Hey, Ina, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. We really appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us if we could get a video testimonial from you. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't need to download anything. Just allow camera and mic access and let us know. What was business like before Dubb, after Dubb? What have you enjoyed about the process? So whatever questions everyone here asks their clients when they're happy and they've worked with you, ask them in the video, And then when they send this back to you, all you have to do is add it right here to the playlist. And this has been the combination that works really well for people over the years. A nice personal video at the front, video in the middle talking about what you do, and a video at the end with a testimonial. Really, really powerful in terms of just the sequencing. So again, this is called a preset. Now, back over here on the edit page, there's a little button right here in the middle called presets. If I select that there, here's just a little sample of some of the ones we have. We have a ton of presets. So you want to think about your audience. So if I was in real estate and I represented both buyers and sellers, I would want a preset for buyers and a preset for sellers. If I was in recruitment, and I did both the candidates and the employers, I would want presets for both. If I was in insurance and maybe had life insurance and then whatever, auto, whatever it was, with different policies, you could have different clients, different presets for that. If I was in coaching and consulting, obviously the different verticals and industries, you'd have enterprise, you could have small business, and then the different variations within there. If you're going to have a webinar or a live event, why not create a preset for that? Hey, register for the event below. So there's all these different segmentations you can do where you can speak directly to the audience. Now, most of the people here that have a pay plan on Dubb have had their optimization set up where they meet us in Zoom, and our team members help you set up your call to action buttons and your presets. If you're on a paid plan, you have not had that done yet, just email the team at support@dubb.com or through our intercom system on the page, on the homepage, and we can get that set up for you. Now, once this is in here and you have the right preset attached to it, right? We attached a preset. It's there. It has the right buttons, has the right videos, branding, all that stuff. We want to be able to send this thing out. Now, when we send it out, we're going to get tracking. It says no activity down over here to the right because we haven't sent it anywhere. But when we do, we will have the ability to get a lot of stuff here. We don't have to get all this. You can uncheck the stuff you don't want. Did they click the button? That's always a good one. Did they view the page? Did they watch the video? If they did watch the video, what's the watch rate, right? Is it 1%, 0, 100, 50? Because this really helps you with your follow-up because you know what the content is. So if you send, hey, listen, thanks for watching that video. I saw that you saw half of it. You saw the first half. You learned about this, which is great. Let me just talk to you a little bit about the second half that you didn't get a chance to see, and you're still bringing value back with that follow-up. You're not just following up to follow up. You also have details on every video page. It will remind you, hey, these are the buttons that you have attached to this video. These are the playlist videos, because remember, there is a preset attached to this, which is made up of buttons and videos. So if I sent this video to somebody and I'm like, you know what, I want to add a different call to action, or I want to change a video. I just realized I wanted to do it, but I've already sent it. I can still make the changes here and it will retroactively refresh on the other side and the people will see the changes. I also have the ability to edit inside Dubb. It'll edit down here. You can cut out whatever you want. There's always an undo button. If you mess up or you edit it up too much, you can always come to the top and download the original and then just replace it. We also have a digital coach called Kyra right over here, where it will give you feedback on your cadence. Are you being positive? How's your persuasiveness? Are you being repetitive? Are you using filler words? All this stuff will help you get better. And if you're part of a team and someone's doing really well, maybe it has something to do with their strategy there. And so you can really kind of study it. So you recorded a video, you have a preset attached to it, which has the right branding, buttons, all that kind of stuff. Now you want to send this video out. So to send it out, there's a couple ways to do this. Within Gmail and Outlook 365, there is a direct integration we have with the Chrome extension. So inside the Compose window here, there's a little Dubb button down at the bottom. And if we click this here, it's going to open up and we have the ability to record right from our webcam. We could do a screen recording. And if we go to our video library, we just select the video that we want, put the email in of the person we're sending it to, and we can drop it right into the Compose window here. Now, if we're back over here on the edit page, anytime you save a video into Dubb, there's always a big blue share and send button here. So you click that there, and then you just put the email in for the tracking. I could drop some personalization text in here. I could do one of these. And then click copy for email. So this is just a copy and paste. Come back over here and you paste it in right there. And you always want to have the word video in the subject line. It helps with the opens, and you want to have some text above this as well. You don't want to have too much text because the more you put in, the more this is going to keep getting dropped down. Also, you want to really have, and you can reduce the size of this thing if you wanted to make it smaller. But you don't want to write too much because that's the whole point of sending the video. So just kind of keep that in mind. And then for LinkedIn, I would connect with someone first before you send them a video. If you try to send a video with a connection request, someone might not watch it and it only shows up as a link. So you want to connect with someone first, and then you click message and then you're able to drop a video in here and they'll be able to see the animated GIF, which is the whole point of it, that's what you want someone to see. Now, as far as a CRM and third-party senders, so if we look at advanced options down here, click optimize for, there's a whole list of companies that we have integrations with, like HubSpot, Go High Level, Follow Up Boss, Chime, Lofty, third-party senders like MailChimp, Constant Contact, all these companies in here where if you already have your workflows set up, and you just want to add video, then you have the ability to do that. If you don't have a CRM, Dubb is a CRM. You can come over here to the left, upload your contacts. You can do tasks, deals, tags. You can do campaigns, email, and SMS, where you can send one video out to many, and you can exclude some, whatever you want to do there. We also have automation available. This is part of our Pro Plus plan. This is something that Darius teaches, where you can put these campaigns together and send them out. And then maybe there's some kind of time delay, like a campaign goes out that says wait a day or two, or wait whatever it is, hours to send the next one. And then you could set up triggers. If someone clicks the CTA, if they watch the video or they just viewed the page, and then they're taken in a different direction, and this would be running 24/7. So when you're doing other stuff, this is actively going on. So that's part of the Pro Plus plan. Now, as far as the dashboard within here, we have a really cool addition we made to our AI writing tool. So everyone out there, I think, in the world has used ChatGPT at this point. We just added a profile feature to Ira, which is our version of ChatGPT pretty much, where you come in here, click the profile. I created a sales profile. Now you can create as many of these as you want to. So just like with a preset, if I was in real estate and I'm representing buyers and sellers, I can create a profile for buyers and one for sellers. So I just have mine for sales, but it's going to say create profile if you haven't done it yet. And then when you click on that, it's going to take you inside here, and you just have to answer some questions. Target audience, unique selling proposition, what does it offer? What's the definition of success for your clients? So what it is just learning about you in here. Then you can choose your preferred tone of communication. It can be multiple choices like I have here. And then you can select the charm method, which is something we came up with, where it's the acronym that stands for C is for capture their interest, H is for highlight the problem, A is for address the solution, R is for reinforce the social proof, and M is motivate to take action. So it will apply this structure of writing every time you do something. So if I go back over here now and I go to my prompts in here, like what prompt do I want to use? I'm just going to select this one here. And then I'm going to minimize the rest of them. So when I type in here on why video is much better, paste. Okay. And then I choose the length, hit submit. And then it's going to apply everything it's learned on that profile about me, and it's going to apply the structure of charm. So imagine closing more deals by simply pressing record. Nice little hooky kind of opening, right? Capturing their interest. But what's the highlight the problem? What's the problem? Text-based communication often falls flat, lacking the personal touch that builds trust and rapport. What's the solution? At Dubb, we teach our sales professionals how to skyrocket their revenue by sending authentic, engaging video messages to their prospects. All right, but that's what they say. What about in terms of what other people say? Social proof, right? With hundreds of positive testimonials and reviews, our approach is proven to work. All right, but what about a call to action? Book a time in my calendar or send me a video reply. So if you haven't played with this yet, fill out your profile and do some writing here. It's really cool. And then if you want to preview this with a voice, you can click this button here.
Imagine closing more deals by simply pressing record.
Just have it read back to you. If you want to import this to scripts, over here under assets is where your scripts are. So if you click this button here, it'll take you right over to scripts and give it a little title. You can save it in there. You can import it to a voice video. You could select this here. This is a case where if you didn't want to be on camera, but you wanted to send something out a little more meaningful than a text message, it would import the script here. You would just upload a photo over here to the right. In this case, it's just my profile picture, but it could be any photo you want. Then you would just select a voice down here at the bottom left. And then when I hit preview, you're going to see this waveform action come across as the voice is speaking. This is what it would look like.
Imagine closing more deals by simply pressing record.
Now, I think the human version is better when you send that out. But again, if for some reason you can't, and you want it to be a little bit better than the text, when you send this video out, the animated GIF will be the photo with the repeating motion of that, like that. And then they click on it, and then they would see that. Now, if you want to do an avatar video, import to avatar video. This will take you right over here. We have a whole library of avatars right down here that you can choose from. Or you can come up here at the top, you can click create, and then, create anything you want. You can't do a dog or a cat or a lizard or anything. I kind of wish you could, or a shark, but you can't do any of that kind of stuff. And then once you create the person, the script is there. You just choose a voice. You can preview the voice and then create the video. It does take a little bit of time to create the video, to say creating avatar, all this kind of stuff. It'll give you little marks of completion. And then use cases for this so far that people have done is where you could send Ava out here on your behalf. Hey, this is Ava. Rob would love to speak to you. Click a time in his calendar below. Or you could take the asset and, walk someone through a screen video on YouTube or within, whatever you're sharing for screen videos. So back over here, when I was showing you Dubb Narrator earlier, right? We went to desktop app, narrator video. It was me. It was a pre-recorded version of me. But you can actually use the avatar for this if you wanted to. So within my narrator videos, these are all the videos I recorded directly to webcam. I wrote a script for Ava. So I'm going to select her here. And now when I hit record, she's going to walk someone through the page. And again, I'm just going to click record and let her do the talking.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and
that's what that would be like. So those would kind of be the use cases so far for something like that. Now, back over here on the dashboard, we have some other options as well. So let me go back in here. Okay, let me reset. Now, if you don't know about our partner program, which I think most everybody here does, but click the apply now button and it will create this little referral link for you. And we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that link. We also do an additional 10% if the person that subscribed to the link that says they want to talk about Dubb and they bring someone else in. We do a lot of the heavy lifting with this. So if you ever have a group of people that are interested in Dubb, just let myself or Darius know, and we can always meet in the group and present, and then it would be your link there. Invite them into the training. Here, we're here every day, right? Monday through Friday, and then they can learn about it, and then they subscribe through your link. If you're on a paid account with Dubb, you're paying money every month, you can make that account free just by bringing in, 4 or 5 people, 30% recurring, and next thing you know, you get a free account. Also within here, down at the bottom right, so within the dashboard, there is our intercom system down here. So if you click to the bottom right to our chat bubble, you can actually send the team a direct message. You can also do some self-help in here as well. So there's a lot of options in terms of getting help right from within the dashboard. Okay, so let me pop out of here. Let me see what we've got for questions over here in the chat. Let's see. Oh, hey, Russ. Russ is here. I haven't seen Russ in a long time. Hi, Russ. Good to see you. Love your Dubb. We love that expression. Love my Dubb. Russ, what's going on? If you want to pop on your microphone, if you want to throw something in the chat, it's always good to have you in here, which is awesome. Let's see if we have anything in the Q&A. I don't see anything in there. So does anybody have any questions, anything on their mind, before we kind of head out as we're kind of almost a quarter at the top of the hour? Anybody? Open floor for anybody. What we got? Bill, Dina, Michael, Russ, anybody? Anybody? It's like Bueller. Let's see. Abraham, I am new to Dubb and just learning. Thank you for that walkthrough. Awesome. Abraham, listen, that's awesome. We love having new people in here. If you'd like to join, you Mike, you can, Abraham. What do you do? What's your industry? What are you kind of looking to get out of Dubb if you'd like to jump in? If not, you can throw it in the chat. Totally up to you. It's always good to have new people in, especially when they're first kind of experiencing it. Let me see. Oh, nice. Loans and trying to recruit realtors. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay. Well, that's why the chat works good. Okay. So you do the loans, trying to recruit realtors. Yeah. I think it's really about, when we talked about the presets, it's really about those pages speaking to those people. So, loans and then recruitment, those are two different things. So if you have the preset for the loans and then you have the preset for the recruitment, those are two things you can really kind of hone in on. If you want to send any test videos, we have this email. It's, what was the name of the email? I think it's feedback@Dubb, right? I think that's the email. We can put that in the chat. So as you're playing with it, Abraham, if you want to send us some test videos or a test, just send that over to the email address. Ina just popped it into the chat. So if you want some feedback on that as you're kind of playing with it, definitely do that. And just pay attention to the webcam videos, putting a face to the name with the phone or the virtual background. Use the screen videos to kind of nurture to point things out. And then, hey, if you're on the move and you want to do some authentic, mobile app kind of stuff, that's fun as well. If anybody here is doing social media, one of the biggest things that we tell people to do is to put a link in the pinned comment. So if you're recording a video in Dubb for social media about a certain topic, download the MP4, upload it into the platform, whether it's LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, and then just reference the link in the pinned comments. Like, hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to learn more about the teleprompter, click the link in the pinned comments. And the link in the pinned comments is your Dubb link. And then it takes them somewhere else. So they're not just caught in the wilderness out there. Well, let's see. All right, very cool. Abraham, let's say look forward to the social media aspect as well. I am lonely going to TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, that's great. So just remember when you make the videos, however you record them, download the MP4, upload it into the platform, follow all their rules and steps, all the hashtags, all that good stuff. But just always have a pinned comment or a link in a bio that's referencing what you're talking about so they can go to that landing page and they can book a time in your calendar, which is great. Let's see, Michael, I'm a realtor just starting learning the system, looking to use Dubb to attract more clients and educate them. That's great. You know, in real estate, you know, it's really about, like we talked about, you know, if you're sending that video out and someone's interested in a property, why not throw it behind you? Hey, I saw you were checking this out. Also, you know, the market updates, the CMAs, being able to walk someone through something and be that bubble on the screen with them. So you're not just sending them a link, you know, you're physically there with them. Like, hey, this part right here is really important. Make yourself full screen, go back to the bubble. Those are all things that really help you stand out that are pretty amazing. And then just, you know, obviously depending on when you're a realtor, if you're doing both the buyers and sellers, if you're doing FSBOs, expireds, whatever they are, just have those presets that speak directly to those areas, which is really important. So, anybody else have any questions before we go? Anything else on anybody's mind before we head out? Last call for the training today. Anybody? If not, Ina and I will be back tomorrow for our normal Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Darius obviously returns Thursday and Friday. So, but Ina, anything before we go? Anything you want to say?
Nothing. We're good.
Does mine work? You know what's weird? You know what's weird? Mine does not work for some reason when I'm in Zoom, but it works when I'm doing demos and other stuff. I don't know why it doesn't work. It's so weird. Okay. Anyway, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. This will be loaded up to YouTube probably in a couple hours. So if you want to go to Dubb app on YouTube, you'll be able to see all the past recordings in there. So anyway, appreciate the support, everybody. Thanks for showing up. See you
Bye.
tomorrow. Bye.